All right, good morning, everyone. This is the Kingsburg Downtown Business Improvement District Advisory Board meeting. This is a regular meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 4th, and our start time is 8:03. First thing is to approve the agenda. To better accommodate members of the public or inconvenience in the order of presentation, items on the agenda may not be presented or acted upon in the order listed. Additions to the agenda may be added only pursuant to California Government Code Section 54954.2B. Moving on, that this time there we go. Sorry, wrong page. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
So moved. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, let me get on the right page here. Okay, moving on to public comment. This is last week's. Ignore the none? Okay, because I was like, what is this here? Okay, so, so I don't have my local jargon to read, so I will just wing it. We're going to open to public comment. In public comment is a time when we share, the public comes forward. It's a time limit of 3 minutes-ish, and the board members will not necessarily respond to an item that is not on the agenda. If there is an item on the agenda, then we will respond to you in that time. Do we have any public comment at this time? Good morning. Come up to the mic, state your name and where you live.
Good morning. I am Mark Matthews. I
Good
live
morning,
in
Mark.
2200 Sophia Lane. Purchased the house from fine man over here.
We're sorry about that.
So I'm here to introduce you to the Christian Crab Project, a new nonprofit organization that our family created in honor of my nephew. Christian's life was tragically taken from us when he was struck by a drunk driver in November at the age of 17. Christian was an accomplished athlete who loved track and soccer, all athletics, fitness. He battled a significant injury, which required months of rehabilitation, physical therapy, but he fought through it, much determination. Instead of allowing hardship to discourage him, he allowed it to shape his future. He became passionate about helping others only heal, becoming a physical therapist, and really inspired his journey, transformed his life, his very tragically short life. Christian lived a life that embodied faith, perseverance, compassion, and service. Focused and driven young man who valued relationships and had a heart for serving his community. And this community's response to his loss has shown well. The impact continues to inspire others. Rather than letting his story end, we wanted his life to continue making a positive impact for our community. The Christian Crab Project is focused on wellness, athletic training, recreation, connection, and community engagement. Our mission is to bring people together while equipping them to be stronger in all ways by encouraging healthy lifestyles, supporting positive mental and physical well-being, and creating opportunities for community members to connect and support one another. As we begin this journey, we are excited to launch our first community event. We are putting on a pickleball tournament, which will serve as both a fundraiser for us and a way to bring people together in Christian's spirit of friendship, fun, recreation, and community. We're here today because Kingsburg has always been a community that shows up for one another, as we've recently seen. We wanted you as local business leaders to be among the first to learn about the Christian Crab Project, and we hope you will follow our journey, help spread the word, attend the tournament, and explore ways that we can partner together in the future. Thank you for letting me share this story.
Absolutely. Very worthwhile. we're not really supposed to talk, but I'm gonna say just a couple things.
Can we ask a question like
Yeah.
the date and
Yeah,
the
date,
Yeah.
time and
time,
the-
Yeah.
September 26th at Rayford Johnson.
How are you gonna advertise? Do you need help social media wise?
Probably, yes. Where the flyer, I think will be probably done this week. We have a mock-up. We're just waiting for all the links to be like activated and stuff.
Mhm.
So as
Are
soon
you
as-
launching like a social media page for your foundation?
We're gonna do that, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have I've got the website ready to go. The
Mhm.
flyer is done. We just need to put it out and get it out there, circulate it. Obviously, word of mouth in this community is great.
Yeah.
And we've had quite a few people. who've come forward.
Sorry.
Understatement, yeah.
Good old Mayberry. So, yeah, and anyone who wants to be active in any way, really, what we're all about.
Uh-huh,
So,
okay,
but we are in effect and yeah, any active movements forward at this point.
And this is a fundraiser?
This is a fundraiser. We are a nonprofit 501c3.
Well, that's pending. Yeah, it's yeah.
Additional details.
Sure.
We are.
Yeah.
It's
Takes a while.
It's-
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, the paperwork.
one final step that should be resolved in
Okay.
the coming few days, and this is coming.
What are
this
some,
town will show up if you don't have it, don't worry about it.
yeah, what are
Yeah,
some
I have
of
a stickler for
the,
time, so.
like, what are some of the projects or events that it would fund? Like, what's the foundation looking to
Right,
do?
yes. Sorry, I think I'm more fundraisers. We're gonna the first one. We've actually been thinking about quite a few different possibilities in terms of trying to stick with our mission here, but gathering local and farther reaching sports equipment that would be donated and redistributed to anyone who needs it
Mhm.
and the like, offering any wellness services, being physical therapy, any sort of,
The
you
big,
spoke to,
yeah, I think the big vision is to maybe have a facility that would be kind of a wellness recreation
Okay.
center. So in the journey, we'll just sort of see where it goes and what we
Mhm.
can, obviously, this isn't something we've planned for years. It's kind of a, it's gonna be a journey.
You're on the ground running.
Early
Yeah.
ground running.
we're not gonna
So-
build a rec center like tomorrow
Oh,
But-
awesome.
in the short term, but down the road, absolutely, we're looking
Yeah.
for making
Yeah.
an absolutely,
Great.
an actual facility to actually house things like this, which can actually bring in local businesses, facilitating them to have a better area to do things,
Mhm.
really any in the area. Because we don't want to compete with anyone. We want to lift them up
Well, it would,
in the same spirit.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, just when send me a friend request so that
Absolutely.
Berman's can push it through on Instagram and Face.
Mhm.
Okay.
Same, same for us. And if you
Yeah.
have a flyer, we'll put that on our events board.
Should have brought up proof to forward to everyone.
Well,
I think I can manage that.
Yeah.
We'll get you information. We'll send it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you so
Good.
much. Good luck.
And I think we would be supportive within the guidelines of what Abby
Mhm.
lets us be.
Yeah.
For it,
Yeah.
as our limitations. as
Yeah.
a-
As separate businesses, you guys can do whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you have something within the district, within our lines, and we partnered with you, we can absolutely jump in, but Rayford Johnson is out. That's what I was gonna say, was Rayford Johnson is out of our boundaries. But if we
But
do
get
something
our hands
downtown,
slapped.
yeah,
Nothing
but
new
we're here
some
for
of
you.
us.
Yeah. All right. Any other public comment this morning? Yes. State your name, please. And if you live in Kingsburg.
I'm Kathy Heinrichs Wiest, lived here for 37 years. So I have a flyer. Can I just pass it out or do I give it to you?
I'll
Or?
take one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, my friend Jamie Butner and I, who's also a Kingsburg resident, decided last year that we wanted to team up with a store in San Luis Obispo called Humankind Fair Trade. And we created a pop-up, and I imagine some, if not all of you, visited our store last year. We were in this lovely, ideal little location here in former Morgan's Village Flooring. So it was a satellite store of Humankind in San Luis Obispo. It was a great experience. The community responded with affirmation, shoppers and volunteers and just kind of spreading the word. So it was good. And we had a brief fourth quarter membership in bid. So I got a little picture into what you all do, and we got to benefit from all the work that you've been doing ongoing basis in creating a good shopping environment here in town, brings people from all over, as we discovered. So we would love to do a pop-up again. And as you probably know, Humankind is kind of a different kind of gift shop. It's a nonprofit store whose mission is to support artisans around the world. It's part of a global movement to alleviate poverty, and not with charity, but with a business mindset. So fair trade connects artisans and producers with consumers looking for unique handmade gifts. So having access to a market for these artisans enables them to provide for their families, to educate their children, to create a better future for the next generation. So the flyer there that you got is the impact report for Humankind Fair Trade, not specifically for our pop-up, but for the organization as a whole. And it shows their history over 17 years. They have created a warm and inviting atmosphere in their shop where shoppers have a sense of connection with each other and with the artisans and with the staff. Just a beautiful, warm environment. They also have an online store. So the impact report gives you a picture of the difference that the shop has made in the world. And you'll notice that their most recent step on their timeline is the Kingsburg pop-up. So that was a meaningful way that our little town can become part of a global impact of Humankind Fair Trade. Our team of volunteers want to do it again. Open a holiday season pop-up for Humankind in Kingsburg. And probably, as you all know, the biggest obstacle is finding somebody who wants to rent their shop for 3 months. And the situation with the Olsons at Morgan's was ideal. They were in a good place to do that. But we haven't found that kind of situation now. And so that's why I'm here, just to help get the word out, let you all know that we are looking. This is what we need. We need a downtown location with window visibility on Draper Street, because that's essential for gift, for the foot traffic we need. Ideally, we would want like 500 to 700 square feet. But we would consider anything from 300 square feet to 1,000. So there's some flexibility there, and could start as early as September, maybe October through Christmas. So thank you so much for giving me a chance to share this vision. And if you hear of anything, my name and phone number and email is stamped at the top of the impact report. I'll just mention too that if we can't find a space, a mobile store is another option that we're looking at, which would mean that we would pop up our little tent at, well, of course, we'll be at Crayfish Festival, and we would be for sure at Santa Lucia. But maybe there's other events, locations that you can direct us to take that route if that becomes necessary. But our first choice is to be back downtown next fall. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Kathy. All right. Any other public comment this morning? All right. All right, moving on to our regular calendar. Approve the minutes from the 7/14/26 meeting as presented by City Clerk Abigail Palsgard.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Item number 2, Porch Fest. We touched on this last meeting. Porch Fest is being held with, outside of our district. We looked into extending it into the evening and having maybe a few bands or restaurants, music downtown. And we had talked about looking in to see if the Dollar Trolley was available to move folks from the neighborhoods to downtown. It is booked. So that really is like, if we want to continue to support them, if we like brainstorm on how we want to, bring folks downtown for our restaurants and shopping in the evening. I'm gonna reach out to Kathleen Lawler and talk to her and see what that looks like for them, exactly get all the details for you guys to see how.
Do you know where all the porches are?
21st Street,
Like south of the high school?
20th, yeah.
Okay.
Whose house?
West Carlson,
Yep.
when Greg Barner,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other corner there.
So they have 3 bands right now?
Right there, those are the 3 downtown, and then she's mentioned something about the one on 21st.
Mm-hmm. So we're down, west, okay, yeah.
What's the date again?
It's in October. Oh, it's
It's like the 17th or something.
it's the 17th. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have something that day. It's what, it's a wedding day, I know that. So I'm gonna reach out and have a meeting with Kathleen Lawler and just kind of like get more information. There is a Porch Fest Instagram account that you can follow. I saw that come up with more information, and we'll just continue to brainstorm on that. So we had thought that we would get the trolley and like move people around for that. But that's not going to be available. So I don't know, maybe we'll come up with some other mode of transportation or something maybe to participate.
Well, to keep our downtown focus, I think, depending on the timing of the event, we need to look at, can we encourage some of our merchants and businesses in our district to be open, and then let that be advertised if there's something to do after the 4th or during, or, to coordinate to help them out to make it a larger event type of thing, and also benefit our members type of thing.
I thought you could have a band on your new lawn.
On my new lawn, that is in our district.
Mhm,
Oh.
mhm. So, all right. So we're going to continue to brainstorm
Do
on
we
that.
know what time?
I think it starts during the day, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
that's what I said. Do you know what time
Yeah.
it's supposed to sort of
I think
migrate
it's like a day thing,
downtown?
and it would be an evening thing to migrate downtown.
Okay.
Like I said, Kathleen just touched on it briefly with me, and she's been gone, so I need to,
I mean, I know I have music at the wine room. So
night?
she's come to most of us downtown and asked us to participate. So maybe we just need to get a list from her on who already has committed to the evening activities.
mhm. I know she was talking to Pepe's and Dala and Magash.
Yeah. I know
So,
I think she had quite a lineup going, hopefully also Delicasa and some others. So
mhm. Okay. All right. Item number 3, Swedish phone booth update, sponsor member Safarjan.
I defer to Greg.
Greg Johnson, Kingsburg. I don't know what Cindy has updated you on in the last couple months, but she hasn't. Okay. Scott and Denver Silva are working on the booth, and they're moving ahead, I think, in part thanks to Madam President. Denver called me a couple weeks ago, and I went in and we went over a bunch of proportions, measurements, ideas. Scott was working on the CAD program, which is quite impressive. They have determined that some of the main structural pieces, they don't have equipment that will bend these compounding curves.
Mhm.
But Denver has a friend who is a actual old school blacksmith, and he's willing to help. And so they're going to work together to
Good deal.
to get this to go. So
Okay.
I have no timeline to give you, but there is progress and they've had me out and we've talked
Good.
recently. So
All right.
it's moving forward.
I'll keep asking. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
All righty. Holiday kickoff. Mr. Safarjan.
Historically, our holiday kickoff has been the first Saturday of November, which is November 7th this year. I think, the bid has been worked with the chamber. And I just think we need to be, proactive on it. We need to see if the trolley is available, have the trolley available. If that's not done, in years past, we've done some drawings and cooperated with each other as businesses and merchants. And I always think that's a good idea to encourage to, participate in other locations and all that. I just feel like we need to be a little bit proactive. I know it's November, but it's like one of those things where it's time to, start thinking about it, encourage non-merchant businesses, whether it be real estate offices or what, to be somewhat decorated or, be in that mode and help advertise and help promote the event. So I just wanted to put it on the agenda so we didn't get till in the middle of October and say, oh, this is coming up in 2 weeks type of thing. It needs to be. And I don't mind helping whatever, if we're talking about a drawing of maybe non-merchants help contribute, whether it's gift baskets, whether it's gift cards, dollars, there's another advantage type thing. So.
I want to have an actual sit down meeting with Quinn and create a planned out advertising schedule and start teasing now. And then just have it like really planned out. If it's a build up, whatever we got to do, countdown, I don't know, but I want to have a little bit better schedule and plan for our advertising. I will reach out to Vanessa at Channel 30 and see if we can get in with her again. And then, yeah, we can just start working on it now.
The trees on the corner normally are not set up by the kickoff.
Because the kickoff's usually early November.
Yeah.
November 7th, and our trees, the trees on the corner are usually set by the city. Daniel and his crew mid-November, like, I want to say second or third week in November. That's been a historic. And then, of course, decorating them, it's done when
we have that.
Leslie and I get it done.
Yep. And is there a way that we want to, I mean, like, this is homework for everybody. Is there a way we want to enhance kickoff? Do we want to do we want to invite humankind in if they don't have a spot? Do we want to, I don't know. It'd have to be folks that are within our district though, but, it's a couple things we could do to enhance the experience of the day to draw more folks in. And it's usually like a 9 to 2 I have people till like 5 or 6, but I don't know that everybody does. And if there's a Fresno State game that night, we need to look at what's happening around the world too that weekend. But yeah, I would really love it if our committee would just like kind of look into how we can jazz this up this week, this year, and be a little more proactive. So I don't know, maybe you guys do music that night. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do music. I mean, during the shopping, I don't know if we could have some sort of entertainment, like during that official holiday
Mhm.
kickoff. I mean, I'd be happy to do it.
Because you'll be retail.
Yeah,
it'll be
I'm
your-
retail,
yeah.
but I mean, I don't know if we could pay the high school kids to do their Christmas carol thing that they do. I know that, just some, you know, when like you walk downtown,
Mm-hmm,
somebody's singing, I don't know.
mm-hmm. There's also Village Voices now too, the
Okay.
junior hires. They're
Oh,
the 15 to
fair enough.
18 music group too, that we could reach out to. So there's a few things we could do. So let's just put that in our homework and try
Yeah.
to work on it a little bit. Sound good, Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll help you. Okay.
All right, item number 5, website discussion. Mr. Safarjan.
I think it's a waste of money. I think we've spent thousands of dollars and it could go to a better location of, you know, that money. I don't think it's being maintained as well as it could.
Mhm.
I don't think, I don't know if we follow the source, but you know, I think we get much more bang for our buck on Instagram and some of that stuff. Somebody wants to know what's happening in downtown Kingsburg. There's the city, does a great job, the city's website. The chamber, has stepped up to the plate and is doing a good job. I don't know how many followers or how all that works, but I think it is a total waste of our money. It's a lot of work too. I mean, you know, Amanda's put a lot of work into it and other people on this board have put in time and effort of trying to, you know, Abby lets us know who's no longer a member, who's a member, and if that doesn't get, if somebody still has to physically let the website know, and I just think I think it's a waste of our money. I don't know when our contract goes to, but I think we could spend that money in a much wiser. That's my opinion.
I recently had a business come to me and said, hey, we've been advertising with the Knot for several years at, let's say, $1,000 a month. And do you think it's worth it? And I said, well, how many brides have you procured for that $1,000 a month? And they said, not one. I said, so 3 years you spent $36,000 and you have not booked a bride off of that platform. You should quit today. And it was so easy for me to say that to them because I was outside of the box and I was looking at it and it was what you threw in, what you got from it. And I mean, like when we have asked for metrics on the performance, it'll be a week or so, we'll get that. I had a computer person come in and was working on something for me at Berman's and I said, hey, how hard is it to get metrics on a web page? He goes, oh, there it was. And within 3 minutes, I knew exactly what the traction was and the traffic for our webpage, and it was nothing. So I agree. I mean, I hate for us just to be like dropped off and there's nothing there. But I think that we look into tagging in with the city or the chamber because, you know, we partner with them, you know, and see if we can have a presence, you know, but I don't think no one's using it. The pictures are outdated. There's still stock photos in there. There's still inaccuracies. And I agree that we're not being good stewards of that money.
Well,
Thoughts?
and I apologize for my crudeness and just saying, you know, we're wasting our money, but that's just my honest opinion is, you know, there was a time in the near past that, you know, websites were, I think, more important. It was said here today in Kingsburg, word of mouth is one of our best, you know, vehicles for letting people know what's happening. I think between that, we have Quinn, who with Instagram and all that, and I think businesses need to, they know and assist in tagging or whatever that's called, tagging and all that. And I think that we can get the word out. I think because we're part of the city of Kingsburg, we're just an advisory board for the city of Kingsburg. They also can help, you know, you know, promote our events and that type of thing because we are extension of that organization.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've been on the board for less time than you two, and, the only reason I've ever gone to the website is because you've brought it up. No, I didn't, I didn't.
So in the creation of the district, you know, there were advisors that came in and did a whole study, and we asked, you know, the folks within our district, you know, what are some things that you want from us?
Mhm.
And a webpage 5 years ago was very important. So we did that, you know. But I mean, you have to keep moving and evolving, and it's just not the same.
No, and I don't believe that people go to the website to find our city or our events, and that has changed significantly in the last probably just 3 or 4 years. It is
Mhm.
Instagram and Facebook and word of mouth and, you know, Googling what to do in Central California. And the website's not what pops up
Mm-mm.
any longer. It might have been the case. 5
Well,
or 6
because, I
years
mean, you have to
ago,
do all the
but-
SEO and all that continuously.
Yeah.
and- Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna find a restaurant, I don't go, I just Google, where can
I
I
was
eat
gonna say,
that's good next to
we
me?
get so many people off the freeway to come and drink wine from Google.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yep. So I guess first step is to find out our contract terms
Mhm.
and
It's pretty basic contract. It doesn't say like.
We're not tied in with a
yeah,
3-year
there's
contract.
no- no, there's no-
and we pay month to month, right? We pay quarterlies, but we pay,
quarterly.
yeah.
Mhm.
So we just ended a quarter. So
Yeah.
we're,
For information purposes, can we have Abby look into? Is there an exit program? How do we do that? When can we do that? And then we can vote on it at that point.
I mean, I could pull it up on the screen.
that'd be great.
It's a 1-page.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then this shows my stupidity when it comes to this. Let's say that today we decide to eliminate that. Does it disappear?
I was gonna ask the same question.
Because we don't want it to stay there and we're not sponsoring it, but it just stays in the clouds and can show up on something, and now it's really, I mean, can it just totally disappear if we decide to do that? I don't know the answer to that.
I'm pretty sure we pay GoDaddy, we
Mhm.
pay for the.
Domain,
Yeah. so-
yes.
And we we might have just paid for 3 years, it's not a lot of money, whatever.
No, that's not,
But we could cancel probably.
okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't want just bad, or not bad information, but total outdated information to stay on there forever. And that's once again, my stupidity in not understanding the system.
May I?
Yes, absolutely.
Just created a website. Almost whoever you're dealing with the wrong person.
Mhm.
It takes a few $100 a year.
You wanna come to the mic so that
Okay.
people could hear you on the internet?
Yeah, well, I just secured a domain hosting platform, the whole thing. I mean, all the pricing should be a few $100 a year. So if you're paying someone to maintain a site that isn't being maintained, unless it's a lack of contribution of pictures and stuff, that's not good. But in terms of canceling it, it's not just gonna disappear, but it will absolutely come down eventually.
Mhm.
Because the what you're paying for in partial is the storage space, the hard drives that hold all your information, and that's valuable to them, so they're going to purge that if you cancel your contract. But I mean,
But
what-
if I recall, because I do a lot of stuff on GoDaddy, you can actually just do a redirect pay it, like you have it and you can say like, go to Instagram or Facebook.
Yes, you
while
can.
it's still sitting there,
Yeah,
just
What-
hanging
and
out.
again, you're talking about like Google results and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These are all websites. So I mean, a website
Yeah.
is still a reasonably good, and it can be a financially responsible thing to do if you, I mean,
Mhm.
paying someone to do it for you that you don't know is
Mhm.
unnecessarily costly.
Yeah.
If you get an enthusiastic person who has the slightest bit of go get 'em attitude, you can do it very reasonably. If it's still of interest and updating it, that should be minutes. And you can update, it can update the whole thing in an hour if you have someone who has access and is willing to just do so. So I do it all from my kitchen. So
Oh, well, we'll just have you do ours.
if you'd like,
There you go.
was talking about partnership earlier.
There you
Wasn't no
go.
problem there.
You need an
think-
office downtown? We have a spot on our board. Come on, Mark.
I know, right? I mean, honestly,
about it,
I
Stacey?
think
Yeah.
most of the challenge
Good.
is just that there's like getting all the information together. So for instance, when it's like the new bid list comes out, all those things, I think that's where I think a lot of the rub must be because
The logistics of
Yes.
coordinating and
Yes.
getting it done
Yeah.
just doesn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't worked in 5
Yeah.
years.
That's another big problem is the flow of information, playing
Yeah.
telephone. Tell this person to send this picture to this and get it over here. And no, we need to upload it here.
yes.
If you can get like a 2-3 step process, it's practically painless.
I'm gonna say that we went with these folks because they made the biggest impact and they were the most financially responsible choice with still being very good. But that being said, they are not in our district. They are not a Kingsburg business. And so I think that 30 miles that separates us,
Right. No,
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with them in terms,
Right.
but in terms of being facilitated,
Hmm.
there are too many hurdles in between
Yes.
Yeah.
what you want and who can actually help you.
Yeah. I don't have a Kingsburg person walk in there and, hey, you haven't updated your pictures in 2 years, Les. Give me your phone.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Here's 3 pictures. And then they do it. They can do it
Yeah.
on your phone,
Yeah.
So I think that's something that we're missing.
Yeah. When Janet Larson needs a heavy flower pot moved, she calls me on my cell phone. I drive over to her house.
There you go.
There's no middleman. So-
Yeah. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy to
Alrighty.
help if that's,
That's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Quinn is listening in today and he is currently building a web page for someone else.
Well, I was gonna ask, I mean, does it make sense if we're going to keep it, to roll it into what Quinn is doing? Because he could set up, I mean, in the end, what you want to do, I just know from my website, you set up like all the feed, not my wine one, my personal, for all my consulting work. You set up all those feeds where, like actually Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, that all is, you just click and whatnot, but it is one of those things that, I mean, I think for this purpose, that because of the number of things that are going on, you have to have somebody who's, and again, Amanda did a great job. She took on a lot. But if we were going to keep it, I would suggest that we,
Strip it down.
strip it down. And if it's through GoDaddy, then it really is not expensive at all.
Well, and there are some website management pages that are relatively easy to use. I sit on another board and I'm in charge of their website, and I'm not offering this out because I'm excellent at it, just to put that out there. I don't want to do that, but they'll send me pictures and I update pictures or flyers or brochures. So it's not extraordinarily difficult to do. And like Julianne said, if we could roll it into something else where maybe the website stays,
Hmm.
and it's just that way. If somebody really wants to go to the website or there's a use for it, we have it there, and it just doesn't go away.
But there's nothing worse than a bad website because it doesn't
Mhm.
represent you well.
Mhm.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Did you put the contract up? Mhm.
Terms.
A 50% deposit is required before 5 Creative may begin the project, and balance due involved project responsibility. 5 will make every reasonable assured the accuracy of material produced.
No, there's nothing in there.
Nothing in there about,
About quitting.
that's it?
That's it.
There's no terms,
Well, this top part has the,
right?
just like there.
Mhm.
Okay, so I don't have my glasses on.
What do you want me to read
What's
to
the
you?
cost?
Oh, go back, go down a little bit, Abby.
Sorry.
Okay, so the quarterly maintenance is $300 a quarter.
Okay,
Coordination technical support is $250 for the setup. High resolution photography And we already paid that.
Pay
What
that.
you guys are paying right now
Yeah.
is, so for last fiscal year, you guys paid $950 to them. Because they did that one big update, that was like $50 extra.
Which is not a tremendous amount of money if it's done correctly.
Mhm.
You know, $950 is not a tremendous amount of money if it's done correctly, but if it's not being maintained, where, like Julianne said, a bad website is, you know.
Mhm.
And do we get a report on how many, or can we, how many, what's it called, hits? I don't know.
No, I think that's what Leslie's saying is that we can't ever get metrics, really.
I always say it's a week out or whatever, and it's like, no, you can,
No, it really is like a professional dashboard that you sign on to. I have mine.
yeah,
I
there's a
have mine.
dashboard that you can go into and look and see what you've got.
Yeah.
See, the first, not to bring up personal business, but my real estate company, we did, the first 6 months of this year, we did, when people would call about a house for sale, or they were interested in selling their house, we asked how. Not one person said, we were on your web page and saw this. Most of it was Zillow, which, you know, you automatically are in Zillow if you're a member of the Fresno MLS or the CRMLS. Word of mouth was another one that was higher than, I mean, everything was higher than, oh, we went to your website, and I have my website on every sign that I put out, every, you know, so I'm questioning my own, you know, need of that, or I need to make it much, much better, one or the other, you know.
People are into speed. They want 3 clicks to get what they want.
It's true.
We become more and more impatient. Okay, so,
I know it says action as needed. I'm not saying that we need to make a decision, but I do think we need to maybe do a little bit more research and look into this because what we have now is not working and it's not good.
so maybe our first step is to have a conversation with the city to find out exactly what we can do to tie in with them, or in the chamber, talk, you know, see what we can do to tie in with events and coordinating that, and also speak with Oat and Oak, see what they could provide for that as well. So it's homework.
Yeah.
You have your own.
Okay, got it. You got it. I will sit with Abby and talk with that, and I'll come and visit Miss Michelle. And then I'll talk to Quinn. Quinn's already buzzing me, so we'll see what we can do. Right, okay. And also too, I want to have a conversation with Amanda because she has done so much work with this. I want her to be on board and know what's going on. Number 6, economic development and budget discussion. So the economic development of this part is, we're gonna, in the next month's meeting, some folks from the, where did it go? From the Fresno community, or Pacific University has a Center for Community Transformation. And they come in and they do business classes. And the last few that they've had were sales through service, marketing and branding. And they come in, I've been to one, they've come into town a couple times. They come in and they like talk about exactly what we talk about. How do we teach people to brand themselves? How do we teach them to market themselves? How do we teach businesses to work within each other to build a bigger and better brand? I've been to one meeting with them and it was very good. And I went to one 2-hour workshop where we all sat, like there were several people from our community and we all sat at tables and we learned things and then we workshop things. And it would be, if we could get folks within our district to attend, it would be awesome. There are also going to be online learning opportunities. So in September, Kathleen Lawler is part of this, and Bertha Flores is going to be one of the instructors coming. And there's very, very, very positive feedback with this. And I'm not usually one that wants to go to class and learn or whatever, but it was really, really good. And I think that it would be worthwhile for us to kind of partner with them and help them get the word out to folks within our district what's going on. So it's just Abigail and I are going to send out an email, just the 2 flyers that I have. And you guys can read through that and see what they're kind of doing. And then next month they're going to come in and give us a presentation. But it's really, I mean, I was, oh gosh, we're going to go to this thing. But I walked away and I had sat with people from our school district, people from our churches, people in professional entities within our district. And there were a lot, and everybody talked about their struggles or their challenges or their wins in business and public life in town. And it was really good. So I would like to see us partner with them and help educate folks within our district. So next month that's coming. That's the first part of the economic development. Second part of this is the budget discussion. And Abigail has a bunch of slides for us, and then she has given you in your packet our fiscal year, yeah, because we're fiscal, so it ends June 30th. And so this is kind of where we're at, and I'm gonna let you talk.
That was pretty much it.
That's pretty much it?
It ended June 30th, so these are the current numbers in the budget. Finance department still finishing stuff up. We talked about the phone booths, so none of those costs are in this yet, because we haven't gotten invoices for that. The fiscal year 25-26, it gets audited, and then usually everything's set in stone, like April-ish, I think is when it comes to council. But, so this is the numbers that the finance department has right now. We're looking this past year, so fiscal year 25-26. And then it's kind of, just estimated for the proposed budget each year.
So in 24-25, district levied a license fees. We had 41,690. And this year it's at 32,316. Is that because we don't have everyone paid, or is it just because we have fewer businesses?
There could be fewer businesses, but it's also not everyone's paid.
Because that's
It's a big difference.
$8,000, $9,000. Okay. If all licenses came through, do you have a guess at where we would be? 5,000? No,
No.
it's okay.
Really,
I threw that
I
at you.
didn't really calculate,
That's okay.
because a lot of them are gross sales. I don't know if their gross sales were.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's why I wanted us to be
and
prudent in
what type
January.
of Business it is.
Mhm.
If there was a lot of professional offices or doctors.
Yeah.
That pay a higher amount, but then it got replaced by like a service business, that's a smaller amount, so it's. very
Right.
fluid and what-
Abby, I'm sure it's in here someplace, but what did we commit as our donation to the phone booth project?
Yeah, it's not in any of this,
6,000. Well, 5,000 or
Mhm.
6,000.
for the bid.
For the
Yeah.
phone booth, for
Yeah.
the bid portion?
Stop sharing that.
Greg, do you remember?
I thought it was 5 or 6.
I know the cost is like 6,600 or something like that. I think that was the estimated cost.
It was a micro grant also.
Mm-hmm. And because we've gone through the fiscal year, that micro grant's still going to be secured for us.
Oh, there's not, you mean
those funds.
You use it or lose it. type of
Yeah,
thing
I just don't want us to
within
fall
the
into that.
Fiscal year that the city has.
So the bid, there was a motion, to apply for the micro grant for $3,000, which was awarded. And then the bid supported allocating 2,000 and then was offered to raise an additional $1,000.
Yeah.
So
because I have a couple private donors that said they would pay.
Yeah.
Part of the other 1,000.
the 2,000 bid.
Okay, so, but the micro grant will still be in place for us. We won't lose it. Okay, alrighty.
And there's, we don't know, I know we don't know how long, because they're making a little piece of time. Just because fiscal year ended, the finance department, we could still turn in invoices up to a certain point to go to the past fiscal year.
Well, we could, if we get to that, we could put a deposit. I mean, they bought materials, so maybe I'll talk to SNS about that. So we can move that along. Okay, alrighty, all right, myself a note. Any questions about our budget, folks, at this point? All right. All right, do we have any future agenda items for next month? Well, business development, education, holiday kickoff, phone booth, website, all of it.
All back on again?
Mm-hmm. When I went to the last board member reports, when I went to the last chamber meeting, they have appointed Miss Michelle as their new, what is your official title?
Administrative director.
Administrative director. Lauren has left. They have 3 spots on their board that they're still currently accepting applications for. Deadline Friday. Deadline is Friday. We still have 2 spots on our board that we're currently seeking folks for. We offered to help with Crayfish Festival in any way they needed. And so we're looking forward to continuing our relationship with the chamber. Michelle's a good fit there. They're going to do great things. I think that was pretty much it from chamber. That was the gist of the whole meeting, was that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I have to report. Anyone else?
Well, I was gonna tag in on the crayfish. We talked about at the last board meeting. The board discussed how they can volunteer and possibly with the trolley and look at how we can, assist. They were talking about a local influencer and all that. And, I think we're still available to assist, as you said, but have we heard anything from the chamber as far as how we can assist?
No, Michelle and I haven't sat and talked,
Right.
but we need to do that for your next meeting next Tuesday.
Is I believe it's September 19th
Yes.
is the
Yes.
Crayfish Festival, so it's just a little over a month away. If we are going to try to assist financially, assist with the trolley and stuff like that, we probably need to see if it's available, correct?
I think we decided.
So we decided, yeah, the trolley,
Not for the trolley because of the.
so walking thing.
It's a walk.
It would be
Okay.
great if we could have it parked down there, though. Just as like, hey,
Because it's good looking.
yeah, this is your, this is yours, use it, I don't know. Have a 3-piece jazz group sitting on the back of it or something. I don't know. Some kind of something. Bluegrass sitting on the back of it playing. That'd be another little band for you guys. So yeah, so I will talk with Michelle and see what they need from us for reals, for reals. Okay. I have a lot of homework to do.
Unfortunately, I'll be out of town,
I have a wedding. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be gone that day? Okay.
Greece.
Oh, that's right. Okay, any other member, any reports, Miss Julianne?
I will be coming to the, I will be asking to speak at the bid meeting next month about a fundraiser for the alley right by the wine room. So, just be prepared. If you have not seen the alley that's right by the wine room, it's a little bit of been a bit of an eyesore for a while. I've been starting to clean it up for, just seating, even just for people that are coming downtown, but also wanting to enjoy for the wine room and some events that we've had. But certainly we have a lot of rehabbing to do there. I think the group that did have it just is not able anymore, I think, to really do the work. So I've been talking to Abby a little bit about the requirements. I've talked to some folks at the city and city council, and it's the only alley that is really not finished. So anyway, I want to talk about that next month. So I guess you could put it as an item, but I'll be asking for some donations for seating and whatnot in there.
Okay. Alrighty. Hearing nothing else, we're going to adjourn, and our next meeting will be September 1st. All right. See you September 1st. As always, if you guys want to communicate, just send an email through Abigail. You guys, you don't have to wait till next meeting for us to talk. All righty.